In the churning of life, the light of my being was switched on. All the cravings of my ego were abandoned, as the divine secrets of passion revealed themselves, and her love became the only truth I knew that I know. Light's sharpness and the uncertainty of darkness blended into a twilight. It felt like 1,000 rebirths were held within the journey we shared. It were the only moments the heart trusted. The unknown pathways of life did not distress me, nor my vision blurred as my feet became unsteady in all directions except toward her. I still remember her eyes which locked me in its embrace. Her fragrance filled me up with the slightest breath, and time did not erase. Her touch, like perfumed water, flowed through me and made me realize how far out in the desert of longing I had been. My fears and anxiety crumbled, guilt and shame evaporated. The weight of my sins was stripped from my back and let fall behind. My mind emptied itself, then refilled with her essence. The curiosity that occupied my inner voice had concluded. The inward arguments between life and rebirth had been resolved. All things revealed their nothingness except our love, and that became the only perception of truth my heart could not deny. It seemed that after 1,000 births and 1,000 rebirths, our souls flowered again in the celebration of life and love. But the cosmic will eclipses dreams and changes the perceptions of the heart. 10,000 moons slowly waned out of my world. All of the suns departed. As I searched for myself, I realized that I was not there anymore. The heart perceived that a soul never reaches the sun until it is burnt pure. A heart itself does not blossom until it is thorn and made to endure. We had met in 1,000 rebirths before, and we will meet again for sure. Our past, which I reluctantly leave behind, now stoically pushes me forward as the heart perceives the next rebirth. Humanity is contained within a greater whole of life and love, one of empathy and compassion that purifies the soul, and love flows everywhere when life obliges it. I remember all the goodbyes of my young, unsettled life, holding her in my arms, hoping for a few more minutes before we had to go back to our lonesome life. I recall her carelessly throwing her arms around my neck. Her body would anchor against mine with such force that I needed a wall behind me not to fall over, and yet her face touched mine with a special kind of softness. Lovers give their hearts to join humanity in the bond of love. The reminiscence is an undying light that will continue to shine long after the lamp has burnt itself out. If you listen hard enough to the silence of your inner voice, the waves of your thoughts settle into a calm back and forth roll. Your soul drifts to a better place where you have been before. Your body submits to secret hands, touching each other, and the mind recalls reminiscences about those lost years. Never before have I glanced at someone and felt attracted, like raindrops on a seeded field. Love sprouts when life obliges it. Then the fruits ripen and descend when the season demands it. For humanity is contained within a greater whole of love and life, one of harmony and beauty that purifies the soul. Blessed to be born an affectionate human being, I was raised to be a man capable of anything, but found myself as a devotee of love, without disagreeing, its mysteries buried deep, away from my own ways of thinking. And so it happened, in the hands of the loyal attachment, me and my pen became accomplices in solitude and lament, victims of our irreversible fate, parts of a shared destiny, players of the same act in this drama of life and its uncertainties. Together we showed no resistance to the reminiscences, memories that materialized and walk these pages like living beings. voices that echoes of the blessed moments between two souls who were carried unbending in their parts of the universe's scroll. My shackled hands trembled as my wounded heart dictates. My pen slowed with pain, it felt, as it desperately tried to mitigate. Ink flowed unfreely. The words were slow and deep as the heart yield, sentiments and baggage from the ashes of my scorched field. Blessed to be born a rationale being of the cosmic will thereof, I found myself as a devotee of passion, mistreated at the hands of love. Me and my pen became accomplices, in solitude and a shared destiny, players of the same act in this drama of life and its uncertainties. Glued between my fingers, the ink flowed as if part of my blood, bleeding words as if it anticipated my thoughts, which came as a flood. Together we immersed ourselves in the abyss of sorrow, and the better I bore the torture of love's recollections, blow by blow.